Can you hear me?
Yes, alhamdulillah. How are you, brother?
I'm fine, and you?
Alhamdulillah.
So I have a question about the. Recently, I had a discussion with a brother about the eternity of material, and I had some reading about it. So I would like to know what arguments do you use when you get asked that question, because he was saying, like, let's say that we didn't know about the Big Bang yet, and I'm an atheist in the time of like 1800s. So what would you like if I said to you the material is eternal? What would you say in that time? So yeah, that's basically the question.
Yes, I mean, look, the easiest way of dealing with this is sometimes just accept as many of their propositions as possible. Say hypothetically, we accept your proposition that material is eternal. So what? God still exists. It doesn't now mean that God doesn't exist, especially if you use the contingency argument, because the contingency argument even works with something like a eternal material universe. Because if it's an eternal material universe, it's still contingent, right? So, and this is a very powerful argument because you don't have to start proving the finitude of the universe and so on and so forth. Yes, there are great arguments to show that the material universe or material stuff cannot be eternal, but that's a different philosophical discussion. But in the context of God's existence, for example, read Muhammad Hijab's books, The Burhan. He makes a very good case that even not even just Hijab's book, if it's a bit too complicated, you could start from a more basic version of the argument, which is from my book, chapter 6. Okay, you can download it from the Sapiens Institute website for free, and also download Muhammad Hijab's book as well for free, sapiensinstitute.org/the Burhan. And basically what it says is, well, even if you had an eternal universe, the eternal universe is still contingent because it could have not existed. Based on the principle of sufficient reason, you could say that, well, the universe could have not existed. And also the universe could have, the structure of the universe, or the physical makeup of the universe could have been arranged in a different way. Why is it this arrangement and not another arrangement? There must have been an external explanation to explain that particular arrangement over another arrangement. Also, since the universe didn't have to exist, there's nothing necessary about its existence, then one could argue, well, what explains the fact that it does exist in the first place? It requires an external explanation to it to explain its contingent nature, and so on and so forth. And also, a material universe from that perspective can be broken up into pieces. As we know, the reality of the structure and the physical nature of the universe, you could actually remove parts of the universe, hypothetically. So from that perspective, anything you could add to or remove is contingent. If it's contingent, therefore, it must have derived existence from a necessary being. So even if they postulate a material universe, you don't have to start to the less premises that you have to justify, the better. Just accept it for a moment. Fine. Hypothetically, just accept the universe is eternal. So what? Doesn't follow that it's necessary. Yes, a necessary existing being has to be eternal, but philosophically, in an abstract sense, everything eternal is not necessary. Okay? And this is something very important to understand. And to articulate this argument further, please download the book, The Burhan. And if you want a basic, more simpler version, go to chapter 6, and then you can go to the Burhan or go straight to the Burhan, depending on your level of understanding, my dear brother. So hopefully, I hope that helps, my dear brother.
Yeah, it helps a lot. I've actually read your book more than like 3 times, and I really enjoy your book.
I'm starting to get a trend here. Some brother read it 5 times, some brother read it 3 times. Maybe it needs a book to explain. We need a tafsir of the divine reality.
Yeah, exactly. That would be great.
May Allah bless you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Barakallah.